It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies and theater streaming and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey Jim.
Hey Bryce.
And also we have Murray, who is so excited to be 2 weeks away from Thor that I believe his pants are wet. Hey there, Merman.
Yo.
Isn't he still the Mervigator?
That was 2 weeks ago.
I hate the Mervigator. I'm done with the Mervigator. I know you think it's a thing, but it's not. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
It's still the Mervigator. That's all I gotta say.
That's so last week, Jim.
So 2 weeks ago. Thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, and share it to everybody. Give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or, even better for us, support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/filmrageYYC. If you cannot commit to a movie membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film. And you know what? We'll probably watch it, except for Bryce, if it's a made-for-TV movie, but he will watch it if it was made in cinema. And these are the rules that we all have to live by. Well, now, let's get to raging. But first, here's a word from our sponsors.
Hey Bryce, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to my favorite cinema, Canyon Meadows Cinema, to see the best second-run movies at the best price.
What? How inexpensive are they?
Regular price is $5.
Regular price is $5. Makes me hope they also serve pizza.
They do, plus a lot of other great food choices. Plus, I'm planning my office Christmas party there. They can host a plethora of options for any get-together. Gaming, movie, drag show.
Drag show? Now I know where I'm planning my next party.
Hey, maybe you think there's a Liam Neeson or a superhero movie planned?
Ugh, I hope not. But maybe there'll be a great independent documentary.
Sure. Call CMC at 403-670-5444 to book a special event or go online at canyonmeadowscinema.ca.
It's time to get a little groovy. Groovy in my booty. Groovy. Not dancing, just groovy.
No dancing. Maybe next week.
There may be some dancing next week. I'm making a play for it.
See.
Well, what did we do this week?
We went to, once again, the only movie, because for some reason these movies keep on getting released
one at a time.
One at a time. We can't have any competition out there.
God forbid.
So we saw Jurassic Park Dominion.
Bum, bum, bum.
Correction. Jurassic World.
Domination.
Dominion.
Isn't it domination?
No, it's Dominion. We both got it wrong.
We
both care so much about this franchise.
You gotta ask the guy wearing the Jurassic Park shirt because he knows.
He is wearing a Jurassic Park
shirt.
The
first three were Park.
Take two. We're gonna edit that out, right?
Sure we will.
We edit everything, don't we?
Oh yeah, we don't edit anything. So I guess it's in. Let's try that one more time. We saw Jurassic World.
Yes.
Dominion.
There you go.
Jurassic Park. No, I did it again. Jurassic World Dominion.
Call it Jurassic.
Jurassic Park World Dominion.
At any rate, it starts with news footage and then morphs into an action flick where they put together a team, and then it turned into a spy flick, Mission Impossible style, and then it turns into a moral tale, and then it turns into a condemnation of evil corporations raping the earth in the name of capitalism, and then eventually we see some dinosaurs.
That's a lot.
Oh man, that made me cough.
Made me throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Although none of them are very menacing. The dinosaurs, that is. The film is being yanked in 50 different directions, and I'm not sure why. All the wonder and extreme and suspense of that first installment, they're gone. It seems that without Spielberg, this franchise is doomed. Having said all that, but none of it was really good. And really, a car, or I guess I should say, a car/dinosaur chase, That was tedious and unnecessary, as is 80% of this film. Plus, I did not pay my hard-earned money to see giant locusts. I paid to see giant dinosaurs. Once they got to Biosyn, did you get it?
Yeah.
Biosyn.
Yes, I totally
Did you get it? Can you put it together?
They're sinning.
They're sinning.
Against the planet.
It's Biosyn.
It's so-
a play on
it's so
word.
clever.
It's super
So
clever.
right on. It's
Super
right
clever.
on.
It's on the nose, as they say.
Right on, man.
Once they got to Biosyn, it got marginally better. But on the other
did.
hand, we got Jeff Goldblum, which essentially saved this for me.
Golblum.
All the man has to do these days is show up, and I'm a happy camper. His performance gets 5 Jeff Goldblums
Nice.
Out of 5?
out of 5.
Out of,
Really?
out of 4.
Yes, out of 5. But Jurassic Park Dominion, no, Jurassic World Dominion
Or
gets
Domination,
gets a meh.
What?
Just
Wow,
because of Jeff
really?
Goldblum. Otherwise, it's a rage.
That surprises me a little.
Hey, I got 5 Jeff Goldblums.
Now I'm confused as what you actually rated this.
I rated it meh.
I heard that part.
And 5 Jeff Goldblums.
And also a rage. The movie was
Could
a
have
rage.
been a rage, but it wasn't because of Jeff Goldblum.
There you go.
You and your rating system.
I got 5 Jeff Goldblums.
Well, just you wait till I talk about Alan Grant.
Yeah, well, just you wait. Murray's got a different love,
Did I
and it
mention-
isn't Jeff Goldblum.
Did I mention it got 5 Jeff Goldblums?
You mentioned that.
Okay, but it was meh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just tell you a little bit. First off, does everybody remember last week? Because apparently I do. When I said,
Yes.
and I quote myself here, my favorite subgenre was things eating people.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, it is still true this week. It's still one of my favorite subgenres. But why am I saying this?
I know.
Because this film was not that film.
No.
In fact, I don't think anyone actually got eaten in this entire film.
they
At
did.
least nothing on screen.
Not on screen.
Not
but
on
they
screen.
did.
Yeah,
Spielberg
okay.
would have had people getting chomped on.
Yeah. And if they did, like I'm saying, I don't think we get to see it. In fact, I don't think we saw remnants of it.
I don't think we even really heard it.
No
Did you hear, like,
hurrying,
any crunching or-
nothing. This was
There's
almost
no blood dripping. No, did you notice that? Sorry, I'm interrupting right now, and this should be a discussion.
Yeah,
after
we're gonna.
you're done.
There's gonna be a lot of discussion. So, because we didn't have
Okay,
anything
I'll
else
come back to it.
because
Yeah,
we
I'm
didn't
gonna put a pin in it.
put a pin. That does have something to do with the Team China. That's all I'm gonna say. This was almost like a PG version of
Jurassic
the
Park.
Jurassic films.
Yes.
I say I did there.
Jurassic,
I said
there
the
you go.
films.
Yeah, I see
Yes.
what you did.
It had the least amount of suspense,
That's
least
true.
amount of dino on man or woman attacks.
Also true.
And basically was what I expected, a watered down version of the vision I see for the future where dinosaurs cohabitate the earth with us. But this was basically an old man Neeson movie with dinosaurs and sprinkles with the last Bond film that we saw. And
Little
do
bit.
y'all remember how bad that was?
I do.
No, I didn't because I didn't see it.
This, good for you.
I remember.
Exactly.
This went from one ridiculous, nonsensical scene to another with characters so one-dimensional that you could receive a paper cut if you looked at them for too long. Every single thing that happened, I predicted right down to the dialogue. Isn't that right, Murray? I would
believe
turn
so.
to Murray almost every 5 minutes and go, now this is going to happen, and this is what's said.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. And I'm still shocked that the original cast lent their name to this completely laughable and conveniently written nostalgia-filled rage of a film.
Yes.
This film was probably, and also pretty much unwatchable. And I wish I could have left when half the cinema walked out of this movie, which they did as we were watching it.
It was 3 or 4.
Yeah. And well, there was only 8 of us in the cinema. So when 4 walked out, I'm like, I almost wanted to join
There
them.
was a 2-year-old who made it through the whole movie, though.
Yeah, there was a 2-year-old that made it all the way.
2-year-old.
You know why they made it all the way through this movie?
There was no
Because there
violence?
was nothing to scare them,
No.
nothing to entertain them. I think they fell asleep. And then when the loud music came on for the credits, I think they woke up.
Maybe.
And then they started crying.
Hey, at least the kid was quiet. I'm okay with that.
It's true.
I give it 5 Jeff Goldblums.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's that.
See, I don't give it that many Jeff Goldblums. because I didn't get enough Jeff Goldblum.
But how many Jeff Goldblums would you give it?
I would probably give it 2 Jeff Goldblums.
He was so good in it, though. He's the
Was
only
he?
thing. Yeah, he was.
He wasn't that.
I love
He wasn't
Jeff
as Jeff Goldblum-y as
I just need Jeff
think he
Goldblum.
would.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, well, we still have lots to unpack. But let's see what Murray had to say about this.
What say you, Mur?
I love me some dinosaurs.
So do I.
Who doesn't?
Especially when they're eating people.
Jim and I went to see this, and I can tell you, I had a hell of a good time. Not necessarily what was the movie, but just enjoyed laughing for 2 hours.
And how bad this was.
It was fun. It's entertaining. Now, for me, summer blockbusters, I have a very low standard.
Okay.
They just have to be entertaining. I don't
Enough.
care how ridiculous the story is. If it's got cool scenes and it's entertaining, I'm okay with it.
See, I'll
So
just
I will
stop
not
you
rate-
there for a second because I agree with you. That's what summer blockbusters should be.
Yeah.
But if you're going to see a dinosaur movie, there
Well-
should be some dinosaurs eating people.
Okay, and as I mentioned to you on the way out, of the 6 films, this is now my least favorite. Up until this time, it actually was Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
Even with Sam Neill in it, I thought it was stupid.
See, I liked
But this
I liked
one
the
is
last
now
one better than
done.
this one
I don't know.
because there was at least people that got eaten.
That's true. That's one thing I will say. They didn't not eat enough.
In fact,
people.
someone's leg was ripped off, which was great.
Yeah,
I kind of like the first one.
Yeah, the first one was really good.
it's OG.
The first world or the first park?
Park.
No, Jurassic Park.
So the park you like.
Jurassic World wasn't bad.
After that, I didn't like
Jurassic
it
World
anymore.
wasn't bad either.
Well, apparently they were
All
at least
kinds of
5
people-
Jeff Goldblums.
You know
All kinds
what?
of people got eaten in the first World movie.
Wait, we haven't
At least
let
the third one, they didn't go into the city, though. I hate when
Yes.
there's dinosaurs in the city.
Yes.
Like the
Well,
second
well,
one.
let's talk about
Like
all of
number
them in a
2
minute.
with Jeff Goldblum, you mean?
Yes.
We went to the city, that one?
Yeah.
Where they're being chased by the T-Rex in the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't like the second one.
Get back.
I like the first
Anyway.
one.
Get back
So
to it, Murray.
even though it was my least favorite of all 6, I did still enjoy it. But yeah, as you said, it was not perfect. In fact, I'm going to unpack a few things that bothered me and not
Nice.
just me. First one is, why is Ian Malcolm working for Biosyn?
Yes.
Spoiler alert, when the other 2 show up, Sam Neill and Laura Dern, he's working for the bad guys.
Yep.
Like, this is the guy who was anti-dinosaur.
Everything, I
Who
know.
In the first World movie said, let them die. Like, he didn't want them around anymore. Now he's, like, working for them. That
Well,
bothered me.
is he?
Yeah, well...
He's working for
He was a
himself.
spy.
Greedy.
Right,
He
okay.
didn't know until he got there that there was anything wrong.
But also, don't you think the guy who hired him should have done any vetting?
yeah, like read his book.
Or just vetted him?
Yeah.
Agreed, Mur.
Okay. Problem number 2, which is a big one for me,
Nice.
which I mentioned.
Yes.
Security. Or lack thereof.
What? There was no
It's
security.
like, I work in the security industry. This is a multi-million-dollar facility.
Oh, yeah.
With secret stuff going on. There's not one security guard patrolling the hallways. And apparently nobody watching the cameras, which they apparently do have.
Yep.
So, yeah. that really bothered me.
Nice.
I didn't even notice.
You didn't know it, yeah, because
But you're not a
you don't work in
security guard.
security. I
You were
do.
you were just in. Every time Jeff Goldblum would come on, you'd
That's
have
right.
a Goldblum gasm,
Yeah,
and then you would go
like-
cloudy for a little bit, and then you'd come back to life when he came back on screen.
And as you guys mentioned,
That's actually pretty close.
the locusts. What the hell?
What the
was
fuck are with the locusts?
Who cares about the locusts?
Nobody paid to see
We're
locusts.
there to see
No.
dinosaurs. Yeah, dinosaurs roaming the world. I'm okay with that storyline. But the locust thing is like, what the hell is this got to do with it? And it was the reason why the 2 OGs showed up at Biosyn in the first place.
Yep.
Well, locusts, nothing to do with the dinosaurs.
They didn't even know dinosaurs were
They're
there.
like a paleobotanist and a paleontologist, and they were there researching locusts. What the hell?
What does he
Nice.
know about locusts? I don't
Nothing,
understand the
apparently.
connection there, to be honest.
And again, Metosauruses living among humans in the city.
Yeah.
You know those big birds
That was
in
the dumbest thing.
skyscrapers?
When
They eat people.
yeah,
And,
yeah, they'd get shot down pretty
and
fucking
they've already
quick.
proven in the movie that they can actually trap dinosaurs. They're able to catch them. But these bird things are just flying all over the city and
Yeah.
taking dogs away in the park and wherever else. But
I would add on to that the fact that we went from, I would say, if we go back in actual time, because if they're using the original characters from the original movie,
Yeah.
maximum 30 years.
30 years. It was 30
And yet now there's fucking dinosaurs all over the planet.
That's my
They
next-
reproduce that
That's
fast?
my next point. is at the end of the last one, the dinosaurs got loose from that old mansion. That's in California. Did they swim across?
They're
to
all
Europe?
over the planet now, Mur.
But this movie, they're everywhere in the whole world.
Yep.
Yet there was only a certain amount of dinosaurs got off that island.
They
and were all
multiply
in
faster than
California.
rabbits, apparently.
Yeah, they took a boat.
It's like
took a boat.
they're
There
like
you go.
gremlins. You know, when you get them wet, they just pop
that
everywhere.
Also bothered me.
Got to fill in the
And
blanks.
then, of course, we got our boy Henry,
Henry.
who is basically the bad guy in every movie. He made all the bad dinosaurs in every movie.
But this movie, he's not bad.
This movie, he makes the locusts. Yet, does he ever go to jail for any of this stuff? No.
He's always
At the
heading
end, he's a
away.
good guy. It's like, whatever.
He
I like
turned over
Henry.
a new leaf.
I like
And the
Henry.
last one that made me laugh out loud, and Jim, was good old Bryce Dallas Howard and her awesome ninja skills.
Yes.
She falls out of the plane, crashes in the jungle where it's like the biggest dinosaur ever to walk the earth.
Yes.
And
that can smell,
It can
see,
smell from
sense,
3 miles away.
and can also
And she-
swim underwater.
And she's crawling in the mud trying to get away from it.
But she
Oh,
did.
But then she went in a
And
puddle,
she went in the water and lost
and
it.
he's like, I don't know where she is.
Oh, she
Yeah, I give up.
I give
yeah.
up. She's in the water.
Yeah, it was had some problems, but it was enjoyable for me, so I gave it a man.
Okay, well, let me just throw some more on this.
Okay, you unpack some more.
What was
so-
I going to say before? I forget now.
You put a pin in it, though.
I put a
something about
pin in.
Golblum.
It'll come back.
I'm sure it was Goldblum related.
No, it wasn't Goldblum.
It'll come back.
And this gets a 3 out of 5.
Jeff Goldblum's.
Sam Neill's for me.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't his best.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Actually, every single one
I
of
didn't
them
like
were
he went,
annoying.
didn't
I
like
wanted.
he went back for his hat when the dinosaurs were about to come and eat him. It's like,
Yeah.
can't leave my hat.
So, first off, I need to say, did anybody else notice that Chris Pratt in this? It was Chris Pratt that was in this one,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's
It's not the other Chris or the other Chris
No.
that are like also in action movies and are superheroes.
No.
Chris Pine.
Oh yeah, or
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans it's the Pratt one, right?
It's the
So
Pratt
the
This is
Pratt,
that, this is that Star Killer guy.
the
What's his
Pratt
name?
guy. Did anybody else think that he maybe went to Jedi training and that he was like using Jedi mind tricks? Every time he fucking got up to a dinosaur,
Oh, yeah.
didn't even matter which one. He holds his hand out and
That
goes,
was awesome. They
I'm
all
just
did
like-
that.
I'm
So
just
did the-
like-
So did the girl.
yeah. Then he started training the girl to put the hand out to
That's-
That's
to-
hey, and if you
Jedi
ever run into a
hand trick them?
dinosaur, that's all you got to do. Just stick your hand out. You're fine.
This is there you go. Or about the part when the character who played Ramsey, where he's off in another part of the facility, and then all of a sudden he's right with all the people.
You know what? You know what I don't
Is
understand.
that the black guy?
Yeah, the
Okay.
black dude,
You know what
yeah.
I don't understand is there were some scenes that they could have expanded on and actually made interesting. Like
did, yeah.
when they went to they were in that like underground place where they had all the dinosaurs that they were selling on the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have been such a cool scene, but
Yeah.
it's almost as if that was just the background. They didn't do
Yeah.
anything with it. Like that could have been really interesting. But anything that could be interesting, they just
breezed over
breezed
it.
right by
Yeah.
it. And it just and that's not the only situation. Like there are a few things in this movie where I was like, huh, this could go, oh no, we're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like
It's like they packed too much in it.
yeah, and I don't understand.
Yeah, they
And
did.
okay, and my final question that I want to bring up
Yes.
is, do we really need to have fucking CLFs in every single one of these movies? I rewatched the entire franchise
It wasn't
before
the same
watching
one
it.
from the last movie though.
No, but it doesn't matter. Why are they there all the time? It's like they're making these movies for kids. And if you see the first one, it's like that movie should never have been made for kids because dinosaurs are eating people. And then when they keep eating people, it's like that's not a movie that you want 5-year-olds going to see or 2-year-olds and then they put kids in it to attract kids to go to these movies. So you know what? They get to the final 6.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Yeah.
And so they make it so PG
Yes.
that kids will watch it
yes. So that
and
the-
not be frightened,
You mean-
and then it's scared off
so
their
that-
entire other audience
so that
of
they'll
people.
buy the toys.
You
It's
mean-
about the toys, Jim. You think the movie's making money? Wait till you see the
Wait.
numbers.
I hope this movie
I saw
does
the- I
not
saw the
make
toys
any
before
money.
the movies came out. They were already on the shelves.
There you go.
Like,
I hope this movie makes no money.
A safe way, not even like a
There was
toy store.
There was not one redeeming quality in this movie, other than me laughing all the way through it at how ridiculously stupid every single thing was in
I
it.
enjoyed it though.
I gave it 5 Jeff Goldblums, which makes it meh.
And I gave it 3 Sam Neills.
And I would give it a rage, which I did.
You'd rage.
Perfect.
Anything more we need to unpack on
I
this?
think we're okay.
Giant steaming pile of dino turd.
If you like dinosaurs, it's still a good movie. but
It's
yeah,
not because there's
kinda
not enough
scary.
dinosaurs eating people.
Well, not
And
really.
that just reminded me of something else. Every time they go by a brontosaurus, it's like everybody has to stop and go, "Wow!" And these are the same people that have seen a brontosaurus like fucking 50 times. They just have so many things that are just the same thing from every single time they see a movie. They're like, "Oh, look at that dinosaur. Let's pause." Or every time, and they do this in every movie. Anytime they get attacked by somebody, they stand still and look at it. They go, "Wait, we got to stop and look at it for 5
That's
minutes."
because they said don't move.
No, that's not what the thing is. Not that type of dinosaur. The only one that you're not supposed to move with is the T-Rex. Everybody else seems to smell, taste, feel. This movie was a train wreck. Or it was a dino wreck. It was
a
the
dino
fact
wreck.
that you two gave it Mez just goes to show me how desperate you are for a good movie to come out this summer.
I gave it a map, but I also gave it 5 Jeff Goldblums.
You should have given it a Rage and 5 Jeff Goldblums. That's what you should have given it.
I can't do it.
So now you know what my Rage is going to be this week.
Yeah, I wonder. So I guess that's all we had this week.
That's all we saw in cinemas this week. But wait, there's a lot more.
There's so much more show.
So much more.
There's more.
But first, it's time for a Mervigator-gasm.
No, it's
It's a
the
quick one.
Merman Minute.
Well, I had a busy week, so I didn't have a lot of time to watch some
Wah,
stuff, but I did manage to download one movie and watch it from Amazon Prime because I don't have Netflix anymore.
No.
Ah.
Dumb.
From 2020, we have Boss Level.
Yeah, with the racist
Which
himself.
Looked interesting. So I thought, what the hell? It's
fun.
free to watch, and I got 12 hours to kill. I might as well
It's-
watch it.
I thought it was a good time.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you guys would hate on this. Yeah, so basically the story, the main character is trapped in a time loop. Repeats the day of his murder. Every day he gets killed.
Yeah.
Usually by a different person.
Nice.
So he starts to predict stuff, but then he still ends up getting killed. And this guy has to basically unlock the mystery because he's basically a moron.
The boss level. He gets to the boss level.
Yeah.
He does
Yes.
get to the boss level a few times. And yeah, it stars Frank Grillo,
Yeah.
who, if you don't know, was in 2 of the Captain Americas. He
Yes.
played the bad guy.
He was.
Yes, he was.
And yeah, I
He's
just
also
don't-
in Cop Shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Which was a man.
And as you guys mentioned, Mr. on PC himself, Mel Gibson.
That's
and
right.
Naomi Watts and Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
What?
It's got a good cast.
And
Yeah.
Ken Jeong was even in it.
Yes.
Yes. It's a fun movie.
And
It's
Will,
fun.
Will Sasso, Canada's own Will Sasso. Anyway, but yeah, basically it was a Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, free guy kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Very Edge of Tomorrow.
It was very
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow, and Michelle Yeoh basically played the Emily Blunt character who trains him how to use a sword
Yeah.
because he keeps getting killed by a chick with a sword. So it's like, oh, I got to learn how to do a sword. So he goes up to her in a restaurant and dies like 80 times and learns how to use the sword.
Michelle Yeoh's so awesome.
She's great in everything. I give her 5 Michelle Yeohs in
Yeoh.
every
Michelle
movie.
Yeoh's. Yeah, it was very predictable at times, and there was a lot of violence. Frank Grillo, I just can't really pull off the leading man. I mean, he's not good in a movie by himself. I don't think he is. But I
He's-
mean,
What is going?
He's kind of confident.
What is going on in this podcast?
I don't know.
You and him are like having a love
Yeah, we're
off.
sim- we're simpatico
like you're
today
absolutely
for some
agreeing
reason.
with everything
And of
each other
course-
says.
Mel Gibson was
You're giving me a headache.
Mel Gibson was unsurprisingly bad in this. Just terrible.
You mean he was unsurprisingly racist also in this?
No, he wasn't racist this time. He was just terrible.
Oh.
But yeah, so this has been in the works since 2010. So it took him that long to get it done. And since then, basically all those other movies came out. They basically sold their plot lines. So, yeah, it was okay. It was a meh.
Yeah, I'd say it was a man too.
And apparently, it's one of our buddy Cam's favorite movies.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Cammy told me to watch it.
Cammy said it was good, so we gotta believe Cam.
He's the man. Cam's the man.
That's all I got.
Oh, Murray, you bring the joy. Just in time.
Just in time.
At Cinema Recall, we want to present to you the finest in film analysis.
Yeah, like action and gore and sex.
We will look at classics by Kubrick, Lynch, Godard, De Palma, and Coppola.
I don't know who the that is, but I'm looking at classic bodies of Christina Hendricks, Keanu Reeves, Salma Hayek, Ryan Reynolds.
We are a serious show for film lovers who enjoy indie foreign films, art house gems, and classic black and white features.
Well, I enjoy big budget blockbusters with great action and sexy people. Maybe our podcast can celebrate all aspects of films, like people who feel like your weird way and like people who feel like my weird way can like get together, man.
They can?
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I like that.
Cinema Recall is available everywhere you find great podcasts. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram under Cinema Recall Podcast and on Twitter at cinema_recall.
Weird people of the world unite.
I fucking love those guys.
And now for some rage.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
My rage this week, other than Putin, is Murray and Bryce. Part 1.
What do we do?
Because they're liking everything together. They're like literally simpatico, which is like throwing my jam off.
Oh, we
So
were
that's
last week.
that's my first rage. My second rage is if there's another one of these fucking dinosaur movies and it's not rated R, I don't even think I want to go see it. If I don't see fucking dinosaurs tearing the flesh from children's bones or grandmas or people in wheelchairs, I am not going to be happy. There won't be any Jeff Goldbluming happening if I don't see the next dinosaur movie where people are being eaten. I am so disappointed. I went to pay my hard-earned money, as Bryce said, to see dinosaurs eat people. And I didn't see one. Not one fucking dinosaur ate one fucking person.
Which takes away from them being menacing. Which
It's
takes away
kinda
from there being any suspense whatsoever.
Exactly. I'm kind of like, even the scene where they're on the water, going away from the birdfish dinosaur, and you're just kind of like, whatever. Like, I hope one of you gets eaten. I don't think you will, but I hope one of you does.
Yeah.
And then, they just kind of walked off the ice, and I forgot even what happened to the dinosaur.
Can't argue with anything. Nothing happened to it, I don't think. Did it?
No.
What happened to that one? Nothing.
It got lost underwater.
Yeah, I think he crashed into the ice again.
What?
But then it swam so
then
well.
he came back and he took on the big super predator guy at the end.
Yeah, this stupid franchise has to fucking end, they need to stop putting CLFs in it and making them PG. It's not even PG-13. It's PG. It's G. This is rated G for all children
with
under the age of 10.
Scares.
Anybody over the age of 10 would go, "What is this?"
Yeah.
That's my rage this week. First Putin, then you two, and then this stupid franchise.
I still gave it 5 Jeff Goldblums.
You did.
Yeah. Your Golblum meter is off, buddy, because he was not great in this.
He made me giddy.
He made you giddy.
All right. So my rage this week is, come on, with the competition for actors and directors and writers, how is it possible that I watch so much crap week after week? This should be a highly competitive thing. There is no reason that there is nothing but wall-to-wall good stuff. This week I'm looking right at you, Tyler Perry and or Alicia Silverstone. How do these people have careers? I don't get it. With all the competition, I don't get it.
I don't either.
That's my rage.
All right, then.
I think we're going to hear more about Tyler Perry in a few minutes.
You think?
Maybe.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Ooh, the lists.
Yes. We're going to walk off right now. Give me a few seconds here to walk off.
A business affair,
Yeah, we got to see a movie called A Business Affair thanks to the Murman.
which pitted Christopher Walken against Mr. Tom Wilkinson.
Yes.
Which seems on paper like this should be a
no-brainer.
battle of the Titans. It should be mano a mano.
Yep.
Just somebody, they're both going to be injured at the end of this. They're both going to be
There's
bloody.
blood. There'll be
Carnage
everywhere.
Carnage everywhere.
Yep.
But there should be one that stands above the other.
A baby, you
And-
know, you just don't know in these.
And
movies.
here's what I say. I say the most mesmerizing person in this movie was neither. Based on the performances of both these gentlemen, I say we remove both of them from the mesmerized list.
Wow. That's controversial.
You know,
I know the movie was bad, but they were bad too, like beyond bad. Like Christopher Walken was cringe-inducing. He was so bad.
Yeah.
And Wilkinson, what the hell was that?
yeah. That would be. You know what? Okay, so let's put a pin in that. And if you ever remember the other pin, we'll talk about that later. But let's put a pin in that because originally I was going to say that we can't even have the challenge because Wilkinson was only in this 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
he?
Yes. So he wasn't in it for 5 minutes. And his character made no sense. This movie was literally
He was so
terrible. This movie was awful. And the whole time I kept thinking to myself, we'll get back to your pin very very closely.
Yes.
I kept thinking to myself, this Christopher Walken is so bad.
Like,
Is what I was really saying the
it's
whole
like
time.
it wasn't even Christopher Walken.
And I was kind of saying, you know what he's doing? And because we've been seeing too many of the Christopher Walkens where he actually is playing the Christopher Walken and it becomes repetitive after a while. And this character was no different when he's doing his, I'm a tough guy and I'm a business dude and I'm a tough business dude. But his acting
It's terrible.
was terrible. So, you know what? I'm actually kind of glad you said this because I was going to say we can't remove Wilkinson because he wasn't in it long enough, but he was also terrible. And then I thought to myself, you know what? And it's funny you said that because I was going to say, first off, yeah, we can't take Wilkinson off. But I also thought, you know what? That's it. I've had it with Christopher Walken and his one-dimensional character. This movie was so bad. I agree.
You agree to take both of them off?
Yes.
Okay, gone.
Sure.
Done.
I'm 100% because.
Oh, good.
Did you
I'm
see that-
sorry. If
No,
you can be
I
this
did.
bad in a movie,
In any movie.
and I don't care that Wilkinson, what you say he was in 2.5 minutes. It was 2.5 brutal minutes. He was terrible.
But-
Walken was in it for 9 hours, and he was terrible.
And he felt like 100 hours.
And they both need to go.
You know, so here's the thing, too. People need to remember why we have this list. The list, specifically for mesmerizing, is the fact if we put somebody on this list, it means
Always
they are
mesmerizing.
always mesmerizing. They steal the screen from whoever they're up against. And in this movie, the only thing that stole the scene was maybe the scenery or perhaps the food that you got to see on the plates was more interesting than the actors in this movie.
Well, I think what was most mesmerizing was the really bad dialogue.
Yeah.
That was very mesmerizing.
This mesmerizing. I agree. This is a, you know what? Because I never thought we'd ever be able to remove, because as Murray said, he can't find another Walken.
Well, he
So-
said he found one, but it doesn't matter because
who he was up
we're
against.
starting over. We're washing our hands the whole thing. I'm not saying that, you know what, 99% of the time Walken is mesmerizing, but this was so bad.
He
So
can't.
bad.
He can't be mesmerizing.
He can't survive this. I'm sorry. He was not mesmerizing in this, and that is the rule. Whenever you're on screen, and he was not. Just no. And Wilkinson, I'm sorry, buddy. You were terrible. Terrible. You were so bad that you cannot be on the list.
And if you can try and blame the director or the writer of this,
The
but
thing is,
they
you gotta
still
rise
are in it.
above. You got to rise
That's right.
above. And there's no reason why. There are plenty of bad movies that Walken's been in where he was still mesmerizing.
Oh yeah.
There are plenty of bad
Look,
movies that
there was
Wilkinson's
there was
been
just a
in
movie
where- yeah.
that was at least 2 Jeff Goldblums.
Or with Grandpa?
or with Grandpa.
Percy?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
So there we go. That's
Well,
that.
you know what? That's going to make it easy now for Murray to find somebody else to attack, for us to attack. Have you got a plan for next week?
And you say Frances McDormand, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
You want to go that way?
You know what? Do you want to start really taking the gloves off and just brutalizing people with Frances McDormand? Is that?
well. That's what we tried to do with.
Well, we did. I mean, we eliminated a lot of people.
we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
But I have someone I want to put forward this week on the mesmerizing list. We're taking 2 off.
Okay.
I want to put somebody on.
Go for
all
it.
right.
I don't know what movie it was the other week. It was one with Steve Buscemi and Walken that was on that Steve wasn't in enough of it.
Oh, yeah.
King of
okay.
New York.
Something
Yeah, that was
maybe
it.
sure.
Yeah, that was it.
And you know who was in that movie? That is always mesmerizing. And if you disagree, I'll think you're mentally ill this week, which I already do think you are.
Yeah.
And that is Harry Dean Stanton.
Ooh, Harry Dean Stanton.
He has not been not mesmerizing ever. I don't know how you could even think outside. He is a fucking god.
No.
What? Tell me one role he was not mesmerizing in.
Tell me a bunch of roles he was mesmerizing in.
Every single thing he's ever been. That movie we just saw. The one, what'd you call it? The King of New York or whatever?
King of New York.
Yeah.
See, I forgot he was even in it. Who was he in that?
He was the god who was in it.
He was the god.
He's most known for Alien, The Green Mile, Repo Man, Frank and Ava. He was in Twin Peaks. You love Twin Peaks. It's not a movie. You know Harry Dean Stanton.
I know who
he is, yeah.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
I think he was in an Adventures movie, too.
Alpha Dog. He was in Anger Management. There's another one you loved.
God, really?
I did not love that.
I haven't seen him in anything that he's not fantastic in. Like, he really is Fear and Loathing. He's in Fear and Loathing. Every single thing he's in. He just shines above us all.
Maybe.
Murray, what do you say?
Maybe I need to reconsider.
I think you need to
I don't think I've seen enough stuff with him in it.
just go back and watch Alien, and then just remember how amazing he is in every single thing.
Here's what I propose. I will say yes
If I like where this is going,
you find me a movie
yes.
where there is anybody else on the mesmerizing list that he is on with. And if he outshines them in that movie, he goes on, they come off.
Okay. Did we remove
you want me to
Willem
do that?
Dafoe?
Nope.
Well-
I think he's still on.
And is Harvey Keitel in our list too?
I don't think he is.
Because The Last Temptation of Christ. Although I don't think he's in that movie long enough for it to be really a fair fight.
No. You gotta, and that's going to be the problem. It's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, because he's very much a character actor. And is John Hurt? Is John Hurt still on our list?
I don't know.
Because then Alien would be the best one for you to see.
Well, if you can tell me if he's on our list is
I'm
so
double
long,
checking
I
it.
don't even know.
Well, it's just... We'll mull it over next week.
The public is like hanging on this right now.
I'm sure
That's
they
right.
are.
They
are.
wanna
They're like,
know-
You know what? We don't care how long it takes. We need to know
We'll
if
just sit
John
here while you guys
was
search
on-
the internet.
is on the list.
Yes.
So
So,
that-
Willem Dafoe is in it.
Okay.
He is in it, obviously,
Yes.
still.
Yes.
And who's the other one I was saying? Harvey Keitel.
I don't think Harvey Keitel is on. Because there were a few movies with him. Good Walking.
Yep.
That I
Harvey
thought of.
Keitel
Oh, is he in it?
is on the list. So the movie,
Okay. What movie am I
Keitel
watching?
wasn't an alien.
no, John Hurt. Sorry, I was thinking.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
thinking
John Hurt.
Harvey Keitel is too, but they're both in that in Last Temptation of Christ.
No. Okay.
Yep. John Hurt. So you're watching Alien, buddy.
Okay, watching Alien, and it's
John Hurt versus Harry Dean Stanton.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we have to watch The Last Temptation of Christ because there's a few people from the Mesmerized list in there.
Well, yeah. Okay, so Alien, John Hurt versus Harry Dean Stanton. If Harry Dean Stanton takes out John Hurt, that is a mighty hard thing to do. He deserves to be on the list, and I will watch it, and I will.
And you will eat your words.
I hope to. I like Harry Dean Stanton. I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yep. But you know what? What everybody's been truly waiting for is if we have to watch another Alicia Silverstone movie.
Well, I don't even. What the?
You think they should just put the nail in her coffin?
I don't know. You for some reason you want me to give me you sent me a note saying, you know what, let's give a 1 or 2 sentence review on this.
Yes.
So here it goes. Alicia Silverstone acted her ass off in this. She literally gave it everything she had to offer. Unfortunately, everything she has is brutally awful. She may be as bad an actor as Denise Richards. You combine this with a film where everything is bad CGI, including their hotel room, mixed with stock footage of sharks, and you get one huge rage. There's my 1 or 2 sentence review that it turned into a 4 or 5 sentence
That's
review.
fantastic. I'll give you mine.
There were sharks?
There's nothing I like more than watching someone on vacation, going to cool places, falling in love with their characters, and then watching them get murdered by sharks. And if you thought
So
the
far,
CGI,
I'm like, this sounds good.
and if you thought the CGI in Sharknado was bad, you ain't seen nothing. And as far as Silverstone's acting in this,
Oh my God.
A, the CGI sharks were better, and B, she lived up to her rating of repulsive.
She sure did. There are only CGI sharks at the end of it, though. They kept on showing stock footage of sharks and like different types of sharks. Like it's like, what? Do these even live in the same area? I don't know what's going on.
Did they show Bruce?
It's like, what? What is going on?
Bruce is a shark from Jaws.
Oh, no.
That would have been good.
Bruce
The
would have been
mechanical
good.
one that didn't work.
No.
But seriously,
This movie was so bad.
This whole movie was CGI. Did you notice like everything was CGI?
Yes.
Like, the bloody hotel room was CGI.
Yes.
And then you could tell when they were like in a swimming pool.
Yes.
As opposed to a couple of shots they seemed to like maybe
Yes.
take in like on a beach, but it was just.
And just to
awful.
remind everybody, this is the Requin. And what is a Requin?
It is French for shark.
Was this originally shot in?
Well, that's the whole thing.
In French.
It was
with
there
English
was,
subtitles.
There was no French in it. They weren't in France. That like why? Why is it called the Requin? Like what is that?
I don't know. So it sounds like we may not have to watch another one, and that it's just undoubted that she is doubted.
Sure.
Can we do that though? Is the question.
Why can't we?
Well,
There's a
there was
lot of
enough.
gaps.
Remember, we did make a rule that we did not have to watch all her
All
stuff.
of her stuff, yes, but we're still.
There was a lot of rages I gave it.
I haven't seen like barely any of it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, well, it's a bad thing if we're trying to get her on this list.
Well, senior year was a rage.
Okay, you've seen Senior Year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Requin was a rage.
Yeah.
Last Survivors was a rage.
What was?
Last Survivors.
Okay.
Babysitter's Club is a TV show. Sister of the Groom, I don't ever want to see. Even the movie name is terrible.
Uh-huh.
Eat Shit, Kenny Daniels. It's a podcast series. Why is that in there? Valley Girl, the remake. Now, one of us saw that.
I didn't.
Didn't you see it?
I didn't see
It's
it.
on Crave. I never watched it.
Bad Therapy. There's been enough. The Lodge was meh.
The Lodge was a man. Yeah.
And the Book Club was a rage.
Oh, the
So-
book club was a rage.
So rage, man. We had to watch.
Okay, is the book club within 8? If it's within 8, that's 4. I'm comfortable with it. If book club was 9 back, then we got to watch one more.
Then we either
'Cause
watch
it's
Valley
gotta be
Girl
at
or
least half.
Sister of the Groom.
Okay, so So that means that the book club was 9 back, right?
Oh, I'd have to count again.
I'm pretty sure it was because I think I
Yeah, I
mentioned it
remember you
last
said that
week.
last week. Yep. Okay, so we got to see.
We don't have to watch it this week, do we?
No,
Okay,
because you're going to be watching Alien.
right. Alien.
I'm going to watch it too, just because I love it.
Yeah, I'm not. Everybody, maybe it's time for me to watch it again because I haven't watched it in probably 2 decades, and I just
so
remember
good.
thinking, meh.
So good.
That's what everybody says.
Maybe you just weren't old enough to see it then.
I'm just not a sci-fi guy.
Okay, Valley Girl or Sister of the Groom.
I don't.
Whichever one we can
Wow.
find.
I would say
Whichever one we can
Valley
find.
Girl. I'm not watching Sister of the Groom. I mean, if ever there was a title that says this is a rage, it's that. There's just there's no possibility of that being anything but a rage. The problem is Valley Girl. What is she in it for? Like 10 seconds?
Probably.
I think, no.
She's not the Valley Girl, that's for sure.
If we can find Sister of the Groom, we're watching it.
Okay, fine. Sister of the Groom. I don't freaking care at this point. I
Nice.
can't. Sister of the Groom.
Okay, well, I'm adding Harry Dean Stanton on our mesmerized list until next week. He may be coming off. Till he may be coming off.
All right, then.
So we had a lot of good and bad in this one.
We had a lot of bad.
Yes.
Last week on Rage or Dare, Bryce was surprised to find that there really was a movie called The Single Moms Club, and was further surprised to learn it was directed by his worst nightmare, Tyler Perry. But then the fear was truly realized when he remembered that he, in fact, did have to watch it. This week, Jim is most likely going to find another vile and repulsive rom-com, because apparently that's the only thing that seems to emerge from the bowels of Bryce's 13-year-old girl's spirit animal. Now, let's check in with Bryce and see if a movie that appears to have the worst name ever is actually the worst film ever.
That's awesome.
I fucking love Casey. Oh, buddy. Okay, can we preface this?
Sure.
If this movie
Yes.
is the worst movie you've seen, can we please add Kevin Spacey on the mesmerized list?
I will give you a spoiler right off the bat. This is not the worst movie that I've ever seen.
God damn it.
In fact, it's as you'll soon learn as I plow through this review that I had to make, it's not even the worst Tyler Perry movie ever made. So, The Single Moms Club shows us once again the consistency of one Mr. Tyler Perry. I'm not aware of any director that has made as many movies as Perry that is this consistent. And not only as a director, but as a writer as well. His films are paint by numbers and lazy, and often they are just plain insulting. This particular film is actually the best Tyler Perry film I've ever seen.
What?
That still makes it unwatchable. It does, however, have one scene in it that was very good. I am serious. There is a scene in a Tyler Perry movie that was good.
What?
Was he in it?
One of the single moms consoles her son that has been stood up by his drug addict dad. Sounds awful, right?
Yeah.
But it was a good scene.
Sounds heartwarming.
TP actually showed that he does have some ability with that particular 3-minute segment of his film. I was actually
in tears.
I wasn't in tears, but I felt for the kid. I thought, wow, I really like this mom, and then it all went away.
Aw. 3 minutes is actually pretty good.
It's really good. I actually will probably remember that scene for quite a while, as it was extremely well done. But that does not make up for the other 99% of the film. It is full of stereotypes and failed attempts at humor, poorly written, one-dimensional characters, makes this a I can't say TP. TP-worthy rage.
TP.
Not the worst movie he's ever made, though.
It's kind of it all runs together.
I think that Felicia Rashad thing
was pretty bad.
That was the worst thing. That's got to be in my bottom 10 ever.
Yeah, I still think you need to go back and watch Life of David Cameron. You've been seeing a lot of really bad movies, Bryce.
Yes, I have, and this was awful. Like, it's a comedy, but there was nothing.
Nothing funny?
No, I did not. I did not even smile once. But it had one scene in it, and it was kind of
3 minutes of joy in a movie that's almost 2 hours.
She was like, it's like, wow, Tyler Perry is capable of writing like a 3-minute segment.
Shorts. He should do shorts.
He should maybe do, or maybe he just got lucky. I don't know. He probably stole it.
Maybe
from
he
somebody.
went to the bathroom and someone took the screen over.
Yeah, somebody probably told him a story. He was like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and wrote it down right away so he wouldn't forget it. I don't know.
All right, I am reaching into your juicy bag
Oh, it should be
of
something good.
rom-coms.
Might be. It's not out of their. Could be a musical. And
well, next week we'll be watching What Happens in Vegas. I don't know if I've
That's
seen
the Ashton
this.
Kutcher one.
I believe so.
Huh. I like What Happens in Vegas.
Ashton
But we are
Kutcher
actually gonna get to
I
see-
like what happens when we go to Vegas.
Is that,
Yeah.
I don't know what Ashton Kutcher.
Is it Brittany Murphy? Is she the only
Yeah,
one?
I believe she's the
Yeah.
one.
I like Brittany Murphy.
There you go. You should really enjoy
So
this
did
movie
I.
then.
I can't
Rest
wait
in
to
peace.
see this, actually.
It's going to be good.
Ashton Kutcher. The wait, isn't Ashton Kutcher on our repulsive list?
No.
He is and he should be.
I think he's on our doubted list.
He might be on our doubted list, but I do not find him repulsive. So he can't be on the repulsive list.
No, he didn't make... Oh, he made the doubted list.
Oh, yeah. That I believe, but he's not on the repulsive
That's
list.
true. I should say that. I like Ashton Kutcher's cute face.
I like the 170 show.
Yeah. He was awesome.
He was.
Kelso.
Go back to TV,
Kelso.
Kelso. Well, you know what? This has been a raging good time.
Rage and good time.
That's right. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the Extended Film Rage family, who you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of our Rager Dare segment. Casey, keep knocking it out of the park, buddy. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We are always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, just please, 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 pretty please make us rage. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.